On the day Adeline turned 70, she was getting ready for her birthday party. After many years away from beauty salons, she decided to reserve that day to pamper herself. However, what seemed like a simple self-care moment turned into a traumatic experience. What no one could have predicted is that someone would recognize her, causing everyone to deeply regret how they treated her. Hello, my friends. I am Ken, and this is the Ken Stories channel. I hope you enjoyed this story. Adeline, a remarkable soul, had dedicated her later years to a noble purpose, being a tireless volunteer in a series of projects. After achieving success in her professional career, she decided it was time to hang up her boots early and wholeheartedly dedicate herself to those in need. Since her earliest days, Adeline fell in love with the melody that flowed from her family's living room piano. Her childhood was filled with sweet notes and harmonies that seemed to dance in the air. Now, many years later, Adeline used this talent to voluntarily teach children in a social project. Teaching piano to underprivileged children was just one of the many ways Adeline made her mark. Her commitment went beyond musical notes. She also dedicated herself to offering tutoring classes. Whenever there was a need in the projects, there she was, emerging as a determined light. If there was a need to support other projects or fill gaps, Adeline was on the front lines, ready to face any challenge that dared to cross her path. At the end of the day, Adeline returned to her sanctuary. The fruits of years of hard work had materialized in a house that seemed taken from a fairy tale. Majestic and cozy, it was a tangible reflection of her effort. Life had smiled upon her, rewarding her dedication with a comfortable lifestyle. The years of service not only enriched the lives of the people she helped, but also carved a path of prosperity for her and her husband. The house itself was a testament to the theme of reward for those who choose to do good. Adeline and her husband, now at a stage in life where their children had already taken flight, enjoyed a serene and stable routine. Although they lived in a magnificent abode, they remained true to their roots, far from ostentation or extravagance. They were like wise characters who understand the true value of simple things. As Adeline's birthday approached, her husband, determined to mark this significant date, made plans for an epic celebration. He planned to gather friends and family at an event that promised everlasting memories. But the protagonist of this story had already chosen a different role for herself. Years of a secluded life had become her norm, a routine of tranquility that she embraced dearly. Her home, her passions, and her altruistic activities were the world she had built, a world that seemed like a safe refuge from the chaos outside. Adeline's husband, driven by the desire to celebrate the life they had shared, decided to take action. He found allies in their children, who, understanding the significance of 70 years of a well-lived life, joined forces to convince Adeline that this milestone deserved more than a discreet nod. After much internal debate, Adeline finally yielded. She saw in the eyes of her husband and children the sincere joy that emanated from the idea of celebrating 70 years of a life well lived. In the past, Adeline took great pride in her appearance. Her work at the time required her to always look very well groomed. When she retired, she decided to let go of excessive concern about her appearance. Retirement seemed to have freed Adeline from the expectations that had once surrounded her. Adeline's children wanted her birthday to be truly special, so they chose a gift that would make her relaxed and happy. They decided to treat her to a full day at a beauty salon. But this gift was not just a simple haircut or makeup. They wanted their mother to enjoy true pampering. They prepared a complete package: relaxing massages to relieve stress, peaceful baths, in a spa to take care of her body, and manicures and pedicures to make her feel well taken care of from head to toe. Additionally, she would have facial treatments to rejuvenate her skin and enhance her natural beauty. The children had a special reason for this gift. They knew that if their mother spent a whole day being pampered, relaxed, and cared for, she would be ready to enjoy the party they were organizing for the evening. They wanted her to feel confident and radiant to celebrate this important moment. What none of them could foresee was that this special day would not unfold exactly as planned. When Adeline arrived at the salon her children had reserved, it became evident that destiny had its own plans. The salon was majestic, with large glass doors and an aura of luxury enveloping it. Upon entering, visitors were greeted by elegantly dressed staff, all with warm smiles, ready to lead them to their scheduled treatments. It seemed like the beginning of a relaxing journey, but life's twists and turns were lurking for Adeline, ready to change the course of her story. Adeline, dressing modestly as was her custom, noticeably stood out from the other patrons in the hall. While the hallways exuded opulence and glamour, she entered with a simplicity that was a stark contrast. Her understated hair and the absence of elaborate makeup set her apart from the other women present, who often showcased intricate hairstyles and impeccable makeup. In this context, Adeline stood out not for her lavish appearance, but for her uniqueness. What should have been a smooth and relaxing experience began to take an unexpected turn. The contrast between her modest presence and the elegant surroundings created a kind of silent tension. As soon as Adeline walked through the entrance of the hall, one of the staff members approached her. The young man, with a noticeable air of superiority, said, "Mom, the entrance for service providers is through the back entrance." Adeline, resolute, was not shaken by the misunderstanding. Maintaining her composure, she replied, "Actually, I have an appointment scheduled for today." The young man seemed a bit taken aback by her response. Recovering, he asked, "Oh, yes, of course. What's the name of the reservation?" The staff member flipped through the appointment pages, but Adeline's name did not seem to appear on any of them. Adeline, remaining calm and composed, responded, "It's possible it's under my daughter's name. She's the one who gifted me this day." Recognizing the situation, the young man asked Adeline to wait outside while he checked the information. Adeline, feeling a bit embarrassed about the whole situation, chose not to make a scene. In times past, she probably would have left immediately and never returned. But as the day had been organized with so much care by her children, she didn't want to disappoint them. Minutes later, the staff member returned, calling for Adeline. "Please accept my apologies, Mom. I had to verify some details because we've had several attempts of fraud by some people like yourself." "People like me?" Adeline questioned, expressing her displeasure with the staff member's prejudice. Once again, she displayed self-control, avoiding creating any kind of commotion. The employee gently led her to the first procedure, which consisted of a soaking bath in a tub with salts and other relaxing products. As Adeline prepared for the treatment, she noticed hostile glances directed her way. She also overheard some whispers among the salon staff gossiping in a malicious manner. They insinuated that the bath water would probably become dirty after Adeline's bath, and that the tub would need to be discarded due to the supposedly ingrained filth. Adeline wasn't dirty or poorly dressed. She simply chose modest clothing. There was no valid reason for these spiteful comments. After the bath, the massage followed. While enjoying this moment of relaxation, Adeline continued to hear whispers around her. Amidst these hushed conversations, disrespectful voices stood out. What is this old lady doing here? Doesn't she realize this place isn't for her? A girl muttered, expressing painful and unnecessary prejudice. I heard someone gifted her a full day of treatment. Must be her boss trying to make amends for something, another voice commented, spreading more assumptions. For Adeline, being mistaken for a working-class individual wasn't a problem. What truly tested her patience was the prejudice being expressed through these comments. The next step was makeup and hair. Adeline was led to a spacious salon where several other clients were being attended to. She was assigned a professional who, as indicated by her badge, was still in training. For the first time that day, Adeline felt a more respectful treatment. The young professional, although clearly a beginner, approached Adeline with politeness and courtesy. She asked how Adeline would like her hair styled and treated her with care. It was evident that the professional was still learning, and her skills were developing. With a somewhat apologetic tone, she admitted to Adeline that it was her first time attending to a client without supervision. The reason why she had been assigned to Adeline came as a shock. She confessed that Adeline had been assigned to her because, in her words, nobody wanted to waste time on someone they considered poor. While the young professional shared this revelation with Adeline, another staff member abruptly interrupted them. Come on, finish up with this lady quickly. Don't waste time trying to fix what can't be fixed. I need your help with another client. At this point in the story, Adeline, who had been exercising patience in the face of previous situations, finally reached her breaking point. She stood up from her chair, even with clips and other accessories still in her hair, and vented. Since the moment I walked through that door, I've been enduring humiliations, disrespectful glances, and hurtful comments. I'm here as a customer. My daughter has already paid for all the services I'm receiving. No one is doing me a favor, but even if that were the case, no one has the right to treat someone the way I've been treated here. As Adeline expressed her words firmly, the other clients turned to witness what was happening. Among them was a figure that caused a turning point in the situation, a well-known television show host. The host, with curiosity, addressed Adeline. Adeline LeBlanc, is that you? Her voice carried a tone of recognition and astonishment. I used to be a big fan of yours. Where have you been all these years? What have you been up to? Adeline had been a highly recognized public figure many years ago, long before most of the salon staff had even been born. In a distant past, she had achieved notable success. She was the host of a daily TV show on an extremely popular channel, as well as the star of numerous TV ads and commercials. Approximately 15 years ago, Adeline had left behind everything fame brought with it. She chose to step out of the limelight and opted for a reclusive life, wholly dedicated to volunteering. Rumors about her whereabouts and post-fame life frequently filled the pages of gossip magazines. The revelation of Adeline's true identity left everyone in the salon in a state of shock. In the blink of an eye, the modest and discreet lady receiving treatments there had transformed into someone who used to be a recognized personality. Amidst the murmuring that filled the room, one of the salon owners quickly approached Adeline. He was visibly regretful, offering sincere apologies and begging for a chance to make amends. However, the time to reverse the situation had already run out. The other clients who had witnessed the scene also made their decisions. A general exodus unfolded in the salon. One by one, they left, forming a silent protest against the prejudice and lack of respect they had witnessed. The salon, once frequented by prominent social media personalities and influential figures, began to feel the impact of this abrupt change. Within hours, numerous negative posts began to surface on social media, critically evaluating the beauty salon and vehemently condemning the actions and treatment Adeline had received. Despite all the intense circumstances that Adeline experienced that day, she remained unshaken. In the evening, she celebrated her birthday, finding joy in the company of friends and family, aware that many had learned a valuable lesson from the events of that day. The presenter who recognized her at the gathering requested an interview with Adeline, seeking to share her journey since she had disappeared from the spotlight. However, Adeline politely declined the offer. She chose to maintain her peaceful life and anonymity. While Adeline chose to stay silent and ignore prejudice, it continued to spread. It was only when she decided to stand up and take action that this chain of prejudice could finally be broken. Often, not taking action can mean the continuation of an unjust situation. If you enjoyed, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment with a number from 1 to 5 to let us know how much you liked the story. Also, watch the video that is currently on your screen. See you soon.